Hey guys, welcome to Just Cause 3 Fun Things to Do. So I have looked at a few videos on YouTube about fun things to do in Just Cause 3, and I have to say, none of them were really that impressive. Nothing personal, but like the stuff you guys did was stuff that everyone already does. Like blow up bridges, everyone knows that, and ride those little explosive cans that you shoot and then they blast up in the air. But I'm going to show you things that you probably don't know about. Like this. So first you want to take off those signs, which you saw I just did. And then you put a thruster on each corner facing in the direction that will make it spin, and then you put one on the bottom.
Wow.
So this is something that I figured out, and it's quite fun. But you got to make sure you put tethers on the lower, actually no, the upper, whatever those are called. Well, you see what I'm doing. So I break the tethers and activate the explosives and watch the fun. I was like really excited when I figured this out. It was so fun. So yeah, that's a fun thing to do. And then, oh, I'm gonna do it again. I didn't record this live because it kept crashing and, well, actually I wouldn't have anyways. So right here I almost thought that the roof of that little structure was gonna blast into the tower and break it, but it didn't. So that was close. So yeah, that's a fun thing to do. And this next thing, which I'm about to do after this blows up, is quite difficult. So you attach two planes together. First you gotta find two planes that are like right beside each other, or like behind each other and stuff. And so you attach the wings in a way that you'll have like decent control of them in the air. And you really don't have all that much control no matter what, but this way you at least have some. And there's better ways to attach them. I do actually try it again later and attach it a better way. But for now, this is just a simple way that you can do just if you're messing around. You can try different ways of tethering them and see what one works best. So as you can see, the plane just flies like below me, and that's not quite as fun. So you'll see when I do a more efficient way. Oh yeah, right here. I was just having fun here. And like that. Alright, so now for a more efficient way of doing things, I actually attach a tether from the front of the back plane to the back of the front plane. So now I have more control. So now when I pitch up, the plane behind me is going to pitch up also. And so that'll be lots more efficient, so it'll actually face towards me and fly in the direction that I'm going, rather than just like driving below me. It actually started to take off on its own, but couldn't get that far because tethers. So yeah, this is fun. Can't really do all that much with it, but it's just a fun experiment. See how long you can like survive. Oh, Siri, I did not say hey Siri. Siri just turned on. Okay. So I think coming up here, yeah, coming up right here, I did not expect this. So I tried stalling in the air on purpose to see if I could just like, fall, like just start free falling and then catch myself. I didn't realize how close I was to the ground. and I actually
Oh,
survived
got to be good for the engine.
for like a few seconds. This is where I start having a lot of fun. This is actually my first time trying this with 3 planes. I've only done it with 2 planes before. So this, I have to say, is very, very hard to control. Because there's 2 planes behind you, and they're just gonna go in whatever direction they're facing. And so you're trying to like steer against those planes, and that's pretty hard. So you're not really gonna have that much control when you're doing this. So I wouldn't recommend it for like combat. I mean, I don't know why you would do this for combat, but maybe if you're just like crashing them into the enemy base or something. But again, it's just a fun thing to do, thus the name of the video. Not useful things, just fun things. This is kind of cool. I like catch, or I'll start free falling and then I catch myself. And right here, I try to jump on the other plane, but spoiler alert, I don't make it. Just so you didn't get too excited. But that would have been cool. And of course, I lose the planes. But amazingly, they actually land back on the runway. They don't survive, but it's kind of amazing that they actually hit right back on the runway. At least that one. I don't know what happened to the third one. Alright, right here, this is one of the funnest things. So you put 2 thrusters, one on each opposing tire, so they're on the opposite corners. And then you put 3 thrusters on the bottom, kind of dispersed evenly. And then you just let him drive away. And whenever you feel like it, just activate those thrusters. He goes pretty high and blows up.
I probably should stop doing that.
Now this is another attempt at that, only this time I'm putting 2 on each tire and just 1 on the bottom. And this will give you more like Disaffiant effect. Spins way faster. And of course, I know this is something that probably most of you know about, but I just had to do it on video. Although it wasn't that successful. Alright, here's something that, again, probably a lot of people already know about this, but maybe you haven't tried it. Jumping onto a train, a moving train, with a car. It's a challenge, which is why it's a fun thing to do, because of how hard it is. And obviously you saw I jumped way too far. And obviously you need the nitrous jump. Actually, a lot of these things you're gonna need a lot of unlocks, a lot of gear mods. Like, you're gonna need like unlimited rebel drop to drop all those like multiple planes of the same kind. And you're gonna need nitrous, and you're gonna need the booster mod, preferably the long booster, whatever that's called. Yeah, that's what you'll need. Oh man, right there, I don't know what happened there. Takes me a few tries to land it perfectly. It's pretty hard. So, I mean, don't judge. I think right here I do it. No. Or yeah, I do. Then I attempt to jump even further. Sorta works, but not. And the train gets mad at me and kills me. Or tries to kill me. I survive.
Is anybody left out there?
And I know I said blowing up bridges is like, everyone knows about that, but again, I just wanted to do it on screen and watch the train come. And that train car flew so high. I don't even know why. And behind me, another train crash that I didn't even notice until now. And this is one of my favorites. Tethering 7 cars, because you have 6 grappling hooks, or tethers, making a car train. And this is very hard to keep control of, because any slight wiggle, like the wiggle gets worse and worse as it travels to the back. As you can see, the back car just like wags all around. And it gets annoying when a car flips over and you're just dragging it, because you can't really flip it back over, or you can, but it's like really risky. Now I'm purposely making it all chaotic because I'm like wiggling back and forth just for fun. And I just decided to get rid of these cars and add new cars. So this part, I try to go as fast as I can. It's kind of hard to gain speed, because like, if any of the cars gets like caught on something, then you just slow down. And as you can see, I disabled the camera auto alignment thing, whatever that's called, so the camera doesn't automatically face forward. I can control where it faces, and that makes it a lot easier to watch your train of cars. And you usually end up running into a lot of oncoming vehicles, as you can see. And right there, I lost 3 of my cars. But now I can go faster. Less weight. You have to be careful not to accidentally release your tethers.
It's about to blow.
Well, he wasn't wrong. That was cool. I don't even know why. Like, that's never happened. Alright, this part, I put 4 boosters on the bottom of my car, activated them, got back in the car, and then I have a flying car for like 10 seconds before it blows up. Alright, this final part. This, I was trying to, for the first time, drag a bunch of planes on a cargo plane, which is pretty cliche. I mean, you all have probably done that. But I accidentally figured out something else fun. They detached. I didn't do that. They just broke. And so I decided to just stall the plane and get out, and I think maybe I was going to see if I could catch one of the littler planes. But then, mid-flight, I decided I should get back in the cargo plane and see if I can still take control of it even though it's falling. And so I tried to get back in it, and I accidentally go into the cargo bay. And I'm like, oh no. And then...
Explosion is coming.
And this is where I start to panic. It's because I try to open the hatch door and the button isn't working. And the plane's on fire. And I'm like, oh no, I'm stuck in here and I'm gonna drown. So basically this part is an accidental, happy accident where I figured out it's fun to crash a cargo plane into the water and then go into the cargo bay and see if you can survive. It's kind of pointless, but that's the kind of thing that I go for. This is just like a scene from Titanic. And I survived. Alright. Oh yeah, we live in a world where jet engines float very well. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my channel, subscribe if you want, and just a heads up, I'm actually working on a full-length Slenderman movie. Been working on that for about a year, and so that should be done sometime this summer maybe? Maybe sooner, maybe later, I don't know. But stay tuned, it's going to be very great. Probably my best film ever. So yeah, subscribe.